I grew up in Bandon on a small beef farm. After I left school, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, so I took 2 years out when working on dairy farms, and knew then exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to go dairy farming, so I applied for a course out in Dara Agricultural College, and then went on to do 2 years farm management in Moore Park. Was farm managing for Lawrence Sexton Kilbrittain for 4 years, and now currently share farming with Shinagh Estates in Bandon. There was a few people interested. We had to go through an interview process, and they picked the most suitable candidate from that. So I was lucky enough to get chosen to share farm here. So there's two separate businesses running off the same farm. There's Shinagh Estates and there's myself. It's split, everything is split 60-40. The milk check is split, the costs are split 60-40. And everything is divided every month between us. I was managing 4 years and milking someone else's cows and working for someone else, which I enjoyed. I thoroughly enjoyed it, but I was happy to take the next step and start my own business and invest in my own stock and build my equity. So the stock I bought from Mayo. I bought most of them from up in Mayo, crossbred cows. And then bought cows off my ex-boss as well, Lawrence Sexton. It's a perfect way for the older farmer to maybe take a step back, enjoy, we won't call it retirement, but take a step back. And it's a great way for the younger farmer who doesn't have a land base or facilities to take that step into starting her own business. And it's a good financial return for both parties. It's a 7-year contract, have to stay a minimum of 3. So hopefully if something comes up in the next year or two, I will lease my own farm or go into another share farming arrangement with more cows.
A background in farm management, and I was the previous share farmer here in Gurteen. I left December of 2023, and I'm currently leasing a dairy farm outside Clonakilty. I'd always wanted to milk my own cows, and I seen this as a great opportunity to do that. It was a farm owned by the West Cork Co-ops, so you were guaranteed you were going to be dealt with correctly and fairly. I'd been working for people before that, and I suppose this was the first time I was working for myself, so I really enjoyed it. The next step was leasing a farm, so I've a farm leased outside Clonakilty there now, and we're milking 120 cows on that. So yeah, quite happy there now. We've a good relationship. I suppose being here in Gurteen, I'd have had no machinery, so he does a lot of my fertiliser and my mowing and stuff like that. He also brings the calves to the market for me, so yeah, we have a very good relationship. I always wanted to farm full time, and the farm at home in Mayo wasn't suitable for that, so that's why I trained as a farm manager. And then when this opportunity came up, I seen it as a huge benefit to go for it. I think share farming is a fantastic entrant way for people to get into it. Like, there's lots of people out there that want to farm, and there's lots of people out there who want to finish up farming, I suppose, in one sense. And we just need those people to meet. I suppose communication and being approachable and being able to approach people is a huge thing. Just being able to talk to people is a massive bonus.
It's really a matter of asking yourself, what do you want out of the arrangement? So certain amount maybe might be income based. It also might be that you either want to be very much involved in the farm and you want somebody to work alongside you, or you may be in a position that you've got to the stage that you want to step away from it completely. So it's a matter of identifying those things. And if we're looking about the partnership, it really needs to be somebody that's coming in with you that you feel you're going to be able to work with going forward. That there has to be a good working relationship, that you work alongside each other, and that both opinions are valued within that partnership arrangement as well too. I suppose if we compare that then to the share farming would be a little bit more hands-off than what you would get with the partnership model, and then the other comparison is the land lease, where it would be pretty much all hands off. I suppose their own agricultural advisor has probably been dealing with them for a number of years. They know them as individuals, they know how they would work with others, they also know the farm, and it's really important if they're looking at these collaborative arrangements. The farm has to be generating enough income that there's enough there to share. If we're looking about bringing somebody else in and it's barely breaking even as it is, really trying to share that out between two individuals isn't going to work. And that's where we're trying to maybe identify these farmers at an early stage. Often we will find that somebody's getting closer to retirement. They may have stopped investing inside in the farmyard. The farms may get a little bit more run down. There mightn't be the same work in relation to building the fertility reserves on the ground. There may not be the development work done inside in the yard. For somebody to come in and take on that project with them as a collaborator on it, it makes it much more financially difficult to be able to bank going forward. So what we're trying to do is identify those and find models and maybe identify bringing in somebody in at an earlier stage rather than waiting until you really want to get out completely. And I suppose have that conversation with your advisor, have it within the family as well too. And then there's a huge amount of information available also on the Teagasc website where they can get ideas on different models. And I'd say speak to others that are operating under whether it's a share farming or a partnership and get their experience from it as well as to how it works going forward.